Hello, good morning, good evening. When you happen to see this video, continuing with the reading of Mr. Bert Hellinger's book, Rising in Love, A Philosophy of Being, Hellinger Sciencia, 2008. Orders, page 44. Orders of love between men and women in relation to the greater whole. First, I will discuss the orders of love between a man and a woman, beginning with what is obvious. Man and woman. A man is attracted to a woman because as a man he lacks the feminine, just as a woman is attracted to a man because as a woman she lacks the masculine. The masculine answers to the feminine, so to be a man, the man needs a woman. And the feminine answers to the masculine, so to be a woman, the woman needs a man. A man first becomes a man when he takes a woman as his wife, and a woman first becomes a woman when she takes a man as her husband. Only then are they man and woman and can become a couple. The orders of love between man and woman say that first of all the man wants the woman as his woman, and the woman wants the man as her man. If a man or woman wants the partner for other reasons, such as having fun or the need to be taken care of, then the foundations of the relationship are built on sand. Sometimes we seek another based on economic status, educational level, or religious faith. Sometimes we look their mission to conquer or protect or improve or save. Or perhaps we seek a father or mother for our children. In all of these cases, the foundation is built on sand. Father and mother. Secondly, the orders of love state that in the relationship, the man and woman are oriented toward a third entity. The masculine and the feminine are fulfilled in a child. For it is only as a father that a man becomes a man in the fullest sense of the word, and only as a mother that the woman fully becomes a woman. And it is only in the child that they become visible for all, indissolubly one. It is also true that their love as parents for the child only enriches and crowns their love for each other. Their love for each other as partners takes precedence over their love as parents for their child. Just as the roots nourish the tree, so their love for each other nourishes their parental love for the child. If their love for each other as a couple flows from a full heart, then their love as parents will do likewise. Further, if that first love atrophies, so too will the second. Whatever the man and the woman admire and love in each other, they will admire and love in their child. And whatever annoys and irritates them in each other will annoy and irritate them in their child. Whatever the parents are able to achieve in their own relationship in terms of respect, love, and support for each other, they will also achieve in relation to their child. Likewise, whatever they fail to achieve in relation to each other, they will fail to achieve for their child. If the love of the parents for the child enriches and crowns their love for each other, then the child will feel acknowledged, accepted, respected, loved, and good. Desire. A married couple consulted a well known therapist and asked him for help. They said, Every night we make the effort to fulfill our responsibility to further the species. Yet, despite all our efforts, we have so far been unable to accomplish this noble duty. What are we doing wrong, and what should we do or learn from this? The therapist explained that all they needed to do was listen to him in silence. Afterwards, they were to go home straight away without discussing what had been said. They both agreed. This is what he said to them: every night you make such efforts to fulfill your responsibility to the species, and yet, despite these heroic efforts, you accomplish nothing. Why don't you just let passion take its course? With that, he sent them away. They could hardly wait to get home. As soon as they were alone, they loved each other with passion and delight. It only took them a fortnight to have a baby on the way. Another woman, already a little past the normal childbearing age, in an attack of last minute panic, put the following advertisement in the paper: Nurse seeks widower with children for marriage. What chance for intimacy would such a relationship hold? She could have written, a woman wants a man who wants me. Yes, a woman wants a man who wants me. The act of love, the innovation we feel about naming our most intimate in our couple relationship and desiring it as the first and most immediate, is connected with the fact that in our culture, lovemaking is characterized nearly as a frivolity and a somewhat disrespectable need, and yet it is the greatest possible human act. No other human connection is in greater harmony with the order and fullness of life. Nothing demands a greater responsibility in this world. No other human activity gives so much pleasure to our souls and brings in its wake such loving suffering. This is the most momentous of human acts, more perilous and challenging than any other, conferring understanding, wisdom, and stature. When a man and a woman take each other with love, the consequences are serious. By comparison, all other human endeavors seem a mere preparation for or a consequence of this act, or perhaps a supplement or substitute. In performing this act of love, we are at our most humble. At no other time do we put ourselves in such an open and unprotected place. We expose ourselves and are at our most vulnerable. Therefore, we guard nothing else with such deep embarrassment as the place where men and women encounter each other in love. In this act, we show and entrust to each other our most intimate selves. The consummation of love between man and woman is also our most courageous act. For when man and woman come together for the rest of their lives, even at the very beginning, before experiencing fulfillment, they acknowledge the existence of an end. They accept their limits and they find their measure. The ties between husband and wife. According to a profound saying in the Bible, in loving a woman, a man leaves his father and mother and cleaves to his wife, and both become one flesh. It is the same for the woman. This image corresponds to a process in the soul, which through its visible effects we experience in reality. An indissoluble bond. Whether we like it or not, this bond can never be repeated in another relationship in the same way. One might contest that separation and subsequent new relationships prove otherwise. However, a second relationship works in a different way. A second husband and wife know instinctively of the bond that existed with the previous wife or husband. We see this manifested in the way that a second husband and a wife don't trust themselves to take each other as fully as they did their first partners. Both experience the second relationship with guilt. This is true even when the first relationship is ended by the death of a partner. A second partnership can only be successful if the bonding with previous partners is fully acknowledged and honored. Then the new couple knows that they come after the first marriage in second or maybe even third place. Likewise, they must accept their obligation to those who came first and who made space for their relationship. They also have to acknowledge that the bonding that happened the first time cannot be repeated in the same sense and is further diminished with each subsequent relationship. As a rule, therefore, when separating from a second relationship, guilt and obligation are experienced to a lesser degree than with the first. Here is an example. I will continue in another video. Thank you very much. Thank you.